It's been reported across multiple news channels that Meta are creating an ad-free option. So should us advertisers be worried? I don't think so. Today's video, I want to dive in and explain, first of all, why Meta are having to do this. And second of all, based on some previous scenarios we see play out with some other channels, what possibly could be the way that this could play out for Meta. So the reason Meta are having to do this is the EU has created a privacy policy law, which is coming into effect from the 1st of January, which is the reason that Meta are having to create the option, which means that you can opt out of seeing advertising. But obviously, we know that when you're looking through your Facebook and Instagram, you're seeing ads which aren't necessarily disruptive. They're not coming out of you, but they're giving you the option to see targeted ads based on the user experience that you can click on that are supposedly tailored to what you're looking for. So if you're looking for shopping or for a service, then you'll see an advertising based on previous data. But with regards to this, we know that this creates massive amounts of revenue for Meta, billions upon billions each and every year. So if they're going to have this ad-free option, then obviously they're going to lose money. So what's the way that they can claw this money back? They're going to create some sort of subscription service. So if you want to opt out of an ad-free zone, you want to jump into an ad-free zone, you'd have to pay probably, we think between $14 and $15 would be the ballpark figure for you guys to opt out. Based on the information that I'm seeing now, this may change. It's not 100%, but around $14 to $15 to opt out, to not see any advertising. So what that means is as you go through your Facebook and Instagram, then there'll be no ads being shown for you guys. But obviously you'll always have the choice to go back to the free option, which is the option we have now, where we're seeing advertising. But to be honest, as you're going through, the idea you're seeing the ads that are tailored to you. And if you want to click on the ads, then obviously you'll stay on the platform or come off to a website or a landing page. But do we know how many people will sign up for this? We don't. But based on something similar, which I mentioned earlier, YouTube Premium had something similar where they wanted to create an ad-free option to people. But again, based on revenue, they wanted to have a subscription service, which they did. And in 2022, the data that we've seen, 2.7 billion people decided to stay with the normal YouTube channel. But for those who wanted the ad-free option, 80 million people subscribe to the ad-free option, which is YouTube Premium. And then we know from there, if we work on the calculations, it's about 2.7%, which are relatively small amounts. But when you're looking at YouTube, you're seeing ads which actually disrupt what you're looking at. So if you're watching something, you'll see an advertising pop up, which may last between 5 and 25, 30 seconds, in which you can't come away, you can't do anything. You've got to watch that advertising until it finishes, and then you can go back to what you're watching on YouTube. But with Facebook, we know that as you're going through the scrolls, you're not going to see the advertising disrupting you. You click onto the ad. So that's why I think a relatively small amount of people will go for the option of the paid option and instead stick with the normal option. But to be honest, there'll be people who will want to go for the subscription service, which is absolutely fine. And it's all about your experience in these platforms. If you want it to be a good experience, then it depends on what your outcomes are. But we know as advertisers, we do get a lot of kind of spammy comments on products and services that we're advertising and saying, I'm seeing another ad again, it's this and it's that. So actually having the option for those guys and girls to jump out and pay for a subscription service, they can do that. And then it takes that user experience, that crappy user experience for us away, and we don't have to see their comments. So actually it could be a good thing for us as well. But also the wild card, possibly Meta may throw in a Meta verified along with the ad-free option, which they may combine as kind of a bundle. But we don't know exactly what's going on with regards to that. But this is all kind of speculation based on what I've seen and what I've heard. We know it's happening. But like I said, the YouTube Premium was an example. But I think YouTube videos are more disruptive in the way that they are. Whereas with Facebook and Instagram, you're scrolling through and you have to click on an ad, which is absolutely fine. That's why I think a smaller amount of people will opt in for the subscription service. Also, to throw something else into the whole scenario, not only are Facebook doing this, also Meta, Facebook and Instagram, TikTok are also going along the same route. So again, we don't know. I don't know the subscription service. I don't know how they're going to do this, but they're going to be offering ad-free service as well. So they're obviously having to follow Meta in the way that their advertising is going to affect their end user, which is us. So I hope that all makes sense. Ad-free option if you want. If not, just stick to the normal version. And then the idea is you see ads which are targeted to you anyway. So if you're looking for a product or a service, the idea you'll have ads tailored to you as it is now. And to be honest, I think a lot of people will just leave the platform as it is and just go through the free option rather than paying a additional service to come out. And it's all down to relevance. More relevant ads being shown to more relevant people based on your kind of history, and the experience of you, the end user, will be that of a more high quality. And if you're not happy seeing ads, then you've got the option to jump out. So I hope that all makes sense. And if you've got any questions, let me know.